Okay, this is a short video on how to remove background images. So if you have an image that you want to work with that you've downloaded from Google, and like a sprite sheet like I'm showing here, and you want to remove the background so that you just have your character. So you have a white background or some other type of background you want to get rid of. Let me go over how to do that. On the school computers, you have, if you click the window button, you have Adobe Photoshop loaded, so you're going to open that up. And I'm actually going... Alright, so I'm not sure where the video left off, but I'm opening up Photoshop currently, and I'm going to remove the background of one of my images. Okay, so with Photoshop open, again, you go through the window button down below and open up Photoshop. It should be on the top. You're going to go to File and Open, and I'm going to open up this sprite sheet here. And I already have removed the background from this one, so let me open up a different one just to see, say this guy. Alright, already opened up. Let me try to find one of them that I haven't removed the background from. Alright, each of these I have removed the background, but I'll show you basically how you would do it. So you have your sprite sheet, and say I had a white background here. There's a couple of things you would want to do to make sure that you can do remove the background and use the tools I'm going to go over. And one of them on the top here, you're going to check Image and Mode and make sure it's RGB. Alright, so you want to select that first. If it's any of these others, you're going to change that. After that is done, you want to check the layer over here and make sure it is a layer. It's not listed as background and it's not locked. If it is locked, you can double click on it and you can rename the layer. Alright, and once you rename it, just go with whatever's default. I just usually go with layer 0. That's the default name. So once you have that set up, it is under mode RGB, and you have a layer here that's not locked. Now you can use the tool that I'm talking about here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and you click and hold, and you want to select the magic wand tool. And all you're going to do is select the color you want to remove. So if it has a constant background color, you'll select that and you just press delete, and it'll remove everything from the background. And what you'll see is what I have here, these checkerboard pieces. And if you just, from there, you can deselect all and then save. It'll save that sprite sheet, and from there you can work on it from Unity. So I'm going to pause real quick and open up Unity and show you how to work on this this graphic. Okay, so with Unity open, I'm going to go over with you guys in class how to set this up, but bringing in all your sprites, you're going to go to the folder where you have them, and you have your game set up with a sprites folder. These sprites that we're going to work from is this guy that I already copied, and I think I already copied it in here. So you're just going to click and drag them into your assets. All right. From there, say this is the sprite sheet I want to work with. What I'm going to do is over here select it first, and then in the inspector you are going to select the sprite mode and make sure that from single you change it to multiple. Alright, there are some other settings you can work through later maybe, but we're going to just do that one setting and apply, and that allows us to open up this sprite editor. And from the sprite editor you have a window that opens up similar to this, and you'll see your sprite sheet here with a transparent background like we just saved it. And from here, to make slices to make these individual sprites, we're going to drop down with the slice button there and just do automatic and click slice. And it does a pretty good job of detecting where the edges are and automatically slices up your image. If you want to edit any of these slices or not use any of them, you just select this and you can delete that, or you can change the size of the slices if you like. Alright, so if I wasn't going to use any of these smaller guys down here, which I'm not, I'm going to go ahead and select each one of these and remove them. Okay, so once you have your slices all resized and remove the ones you don't want, you'll click Apply, and then you can close your editor. And if you have it open in the assets, there's a little button down the bottom. Go ahead and drag that all the way to the left, and you'll see kind of what I have. And you can expand this, and then you'll see all the different sprites. So you can't really see the preview of them. Well, you can see them up here, I guess. So if you wanted to have your character animate, you can grab whichever ones you wanted. They're not all going to be for your animation for your character, so you can select whichever ones you like. So maybe I'll select the first 4 or 5 here. So this through this. Drag the ones you want. You drag them out to the scene. And you're going to go to your game folder, animations. And I'm going to call it Piranha Swim. Alright, and then you play. And you have your animation. Alright, you can adjust the speed of the animation if you like. If you go to the animations folder and select it, go to Window, Animation, and all of these things are things we've done with the 2D space shooter. You can just mess with the frame rate. So if you want to double it and run it, you can test and see how fast you want this guy to go. Alright, so that's kind of an introduction to removing the white space behind your sprite sheets, slicing them up, and then adding them as an animation. The next step you would want to do is, if this is your player, just rename it. Alright, now you're ready to add scripts and start programming your player. More things to come.